Bueno, ¿todo el mundo entiende el castellano? Does anyone prefer English? No? ¿Sí? Yes? Okay, perfect. Good to know. Okay, so thank you for coming. I'm Abi Vázquez. I'm co-founder of Diversa Technologies, and I'm going to present what we do in Diversa. Diversa is a spin-off company that was founded is a spin-off company from the Servicio Galego de Saúde, Sergas, and FIDIS, the Fundación Instituto de Investigación Sanitaria de Santiago de Compostela. It was founded by María de la Fuente. She is our CEO, and she has more than 20 years experience in nanotechnology and biomedicine. Myself, that I am the COO, and I'm also, I have a background in biomedicine, a PhD, and I've been involved in the development of the technology that was protected, patented. And then the third co-founder is Rafael López. He is the head of the medical oncology department in the Hospital of Santiago de Compostela, and he also has previous experience in companies. Then we have completed our team with people from business, that is Victor Francis, and then people in the lab that is working hard in the development of co-development services. We have also an advisory board from different backgrounds, from nanomedicines, drug development, and business fields. And basically, the problem that we have identified in Diversa is that there are many, many molecules, small molecules or biomolecules, that will never make it to the clinic. And this is mainly due to pharmacological limitations. This can be, for example, poor solubility, degradability, that they cannot enter inside the cells, where 3 out of 4 molecules have their target. In Diversa, we want to give new opportunities to all these drugs and all these biomolecules, making possible that they can be translated into medicines for precision medicines for the patients. How we do that? Well, we have a drug delivery system, and our strategy was to try to make it bio-inspired in order to get a nanosystem that is biocompatible and non-toxic, but also KISS, that comes from keep it stupid simple. So we want to make something really simple in order to have more chances to be translated into the clinic and can be affordable. And despite being that simple, we could protect it with a patent that is from 2019. It is already granted in Europe and the UK, and is pending in the biggest markets of the world, like USA, Brazil, Japan. And we also have the freedom to operate and due diligence positive analysis. Basically, our technology is nanoemulsion. This means that it's an oily core with a lipid acting as a surfactant. This allows high loading capacity for our system. Biocompatibility is really stable, versatile, and it can be used for efficient intracellular delivery. This is how they look under the microscope. And as I mentioned before, they are really efficient in internalization. Here in green, you can see our nanosystems, how they can overcome the cell membrane and reach the cytoplasm. Here, you can see how we can also deliver drugs and molecules to the mitochondria. And here, we can deliver plasmid DNA to the nucleus. It can be also used for not only for in vitro experiments, but also for in vivo. Here you can see examples on zebrafish models, also for topical administration, skin, here with mouse, and this was for delivery to the lungs, and here in rats to the brain. And they can associate different type of molecules, for example, small molecules, peptides, proteins, and oligonucleotides, achieving in all of them high loading, high association efficiencies. Here is just an example of what we can achieve with our technology for peptide delivery. Here you can see the therapeutic effect of a free peptide, and here you can see how this effect is much higher, significantly higher with our technology, and we have demonstrated superiority compared to other competitors in the market. And the same for proteins. Here you have an example with beta-gal, that is an enzyme that is a really big protein that in the free form, it cannot enter inside the cells, and it produces this blue color. This is with our technology, and you can see that the cells look happy, the morphology is good, compared to other competitors that produce much toxicity. And the same for gene therapy, we can associate different types of oligonucleotides, and especially mRNA, that is a boom nowadays. Basically, our business model is threefold. We have our technology in a kit format. It's packaged, and it can be used for academia and researchers, and also CROs. And we want to democratize our technology and make it accessible to every lab where they have a molecule with a problem. Also, we offer co-development services for pharmaceutical and biotech companies. And we can sell also sub-license agreements in order to reach the clinic with your molecules and our delivery systems. And finally, we have our own R&D pipeline to get to the clinic our own product. These are the kits that are already in the market. They are for small molecules, peptides, proteins, and also in fluorescence for tracking, and they are already being distributed in Europe, UK, Japan, and India. And this is basically how it works, the co-development services. We sign the agreement, then the customer give us their molecules. We study the molecules and customize our systems for the specific indication, administration route, and we give back testable prototypes so the clients can test the prototypes in the in vitro or in vivo experiments, and if it works and if it solves the problem, we can also offer the license agreement. And finally, for our R&D pipeline, our interest is in these three lines. One is the oncology program, the other one is osteoarthritis, and then metabolic diseases. And in these three lines, we are seeking for patents for molecules that we can license in order to develop our program to clinical phases. We have already identified key partners for all the regulatory support, intellectual property, and also CDMO for scaling up our technology. We are now in the scale of 1 liter. And finally, this is our social media. So if you want to stay tuned with Diversa and everything that is going on, just follow us in LinkedIn, Twitter, our webpage. And here I give you my email address because I have to take the flight now. So if you have any questions or you want to collaborate, just write me an email and we can be in touch. Thank you so much for your attention.